That's the first thing that people hear.
First thing they hear is AssCast. What up? What up? Welcome to the All Circles Media in Orbit podcast.
Yerp.
Yerp. My dad. I am your host with the most. That is Ty, the icon. And this across from me is my buddy Derek, a.k.a. Shanklin, a.k.a. Shankles, a.k.a. Shiv, a.k.a. Yankles and Yanklin, a.k.a. John Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport. And yeah. And joined to the left of me is my boy Z, or Zani, or ZONTIUS, or Zonius, or Big Booty Bitch Getter 69 on PlayStation. I'm just fucking around.
There's a capital Z after
Tell
that.
about yourself. Tell about yourself. What do you do?
I'm an artist from Canton, Ohio. I rap, I sing, you feel me? I got a new single coming out about February 19th, coming out on my birthday.
Awesome.
Stay tuned for that, you feel me?
That is really good to hear, actually, by the way. So as an artist, I need you to tell me one thing real quick. Are you fucked up for real?
Am I fucked up?
For real.
For real?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
So there was a guy on the first tour that they did, and his name was OG. It was OG Villain, right?
OG Villain, yeah. Shout out.
OG Villain showed up to his show randomly out of nowhere. It was like begging to get on the sets and shit. I wasn't even there.
He paid like $20 to get.
He paid 20. He had like his fucking like flash drive around his neck with his shit ready for it, and was just like, "Yo, I got $20 on it right now." Send him the Cash App, $20. We let him get on stage, and he did a pretty decent performance to like nobody.
Yeah.
And like, one of the first things he said when he got up there is he's like, "Listen, yada yada. My name's OG Villain. I'm from fucking Columbus or something. Like, I'm an artist. I'm fucked up for real." And I'm just like, "Damn, we all artists, and I think we all fucked up for real." You feel me?
So that's where the name for this tour came from.
Yeah, little did he know that he would start an entire that would be a tour.
That's been a trend ever since tour number 1. You feel me?
We just say that it's like an inside joke, but now it's like an outside joke.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be an outside joke. The whole world has to know about it now. It literally evolved from that point to all the way up to whenever me and Puff went to we went to a convention together, and he's throwing up on a tree after going 8 Loco deep. And I'm sitting there just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like patting his back. I'm like, "It's all right, man. Let it out. You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right." And you got these people just walking past us, right, really concerned because it's just a white dude throwing up on a fucking tree out in front of a villa. and he's just like, "Hey, is he okay?" And my only response was, "It's all right. He's an artist. He'll be all right." And they just accepted it and just walked away. They're like, "All right, cool, but
he's an artist."
Makes perfect sense.
Didn't even call an ambulance. None of that.
Don't worry.
Like, is he cool? It's like, he's all
This ain't his first rodeo.
This isn't.
So with that knowledge,
But to answer your question, yeah, I'm an artist and I'm fucked up for real.
There we go. Anyways.
There we go.
So tonight we are bereft of a couple people because I don't know, man. There's this weird sickness going around. Like, I don't know. It's not like it's not like a corona sort of thing. It's more or less just like a weird
it's the
48-hour
shit.
flu.
I think it's like, because I've heard influenza's going around big time.
See,
and
but I feel like if it was
that's what
influenza,
is.
that would have been a lot more of a head cold type stuff. I was actually getting like, from what everyone else at the office has been telling me, it's just like, it's more likely sweating when you're trying to sleep, cold chills, shit like that, pressure headaches. A little
like
bit of
body
sinus drainage. Body temperature fluctuations. I got over that after sleeping for a good couple days, but it was to the point where every time I was awake, I was fucking confused and just too tired to do anything.
Yeah,
so I was just like, bro, couldn't think straight whatsoever. And then the cold didn't help. Like, just it being as cold as it is out here in Ohio really didn't give us any like fucking backup.
Yeah. It's been snowy. It's been cold. This is going to be what we call the Polar Podcast. This bitch is freezing.
Hashtag cold bars.
We did a
cold bars.
We did a music video earlier today, and
sick.
we did 2 takes outside. And when I tell you that, like, my hands were fucking, like,
they were like
it was
red.
matching the Wendy's logo. Like, my straw, my
they were
hands
so
were
red.
the same color. It was not good.
How long were you guys outside today? Like before you went to the church?
It felt like an hour, but it was probably
Yeah.
like 20 minutes.
25 minutes, and then we finessed this situation. Want to tell them about that?
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
So shout out to Judith, our homie. The song was titled "Pray," so I was looking for churches to do it, to record in, and the first one I called, it was like in Madison, Ohio. There's like 4 or 5 different churches that are
They
like
all look like super
cathedral
crazy.
at like big ass like castle looking churches.
Oh yeah, there's
So
like a church on every block.
Yeah, I was like, I know that there's gonna be something in here that's like fire, like the stained glass, the big ass sanctuary, all that. And so the first one I called, she picked up and she was like, "Hey," she's like, "What can I do for you?" I was like, well, this is a weird start. I was like, but I'm trying to come in there and shoot some footage for a music video. I was like, I'm an artist from Maslin. I was like, and the song has like lyrics that pertain to Christ and religion. And so I was like, can we come do a video? And she's like, what kind of music is it? I was like, oh, shit. But I was like, it's rap. I was like, but, you know, I hold my faith
There's
heavy.
no swears.
I told her, I was like, I don't cuss in the song. I was like, I hold my faith close to my heart. And she let us in, and she showed us around. There was like this like almost like a loft kind of thing. And so you had the whole sanctuary in the background and the super dope, like golden, like glass stained window.
There was
And
some lady playing the organ there.
Yeah,
the
some old ass
entire
lady. She's a prune.
That's
She's
awesome.
like, am I going to throw you guys off? I was like, no, you good. You fine.
Yeah,
I was
we're
like, we might throw you off, honestly, because we were about to play a song and you're just
Shit, you
playing.
should have
the
went to a
piano.
black church. You probably got a choir behind it and
Oh,
everything.
dude,
That'd be fire.
That shit
I
was
have
fun
thought
as
about
hell.
that for my album, doing that. I
Did it?
voice memoed one
Really?
from my church that I'm going to toss in at the end of a song, but actually doing the church choir, like doing the lyrics for like a hook.
That would be dope.
That's
I'm
already,
surprised you haven't said
already,
it yet.
that's already on my bucket list for my second album. So,
That's pretty dope.
but yeah, it was cool.
It was good.
It was
Yeah, and
great.
the video is gonna be like sweet.
I think it's gonna be fire. Shout out to everybody who's running up the Holding Dreams video. We're at 310 views last time I checked, and it's been a week.
Where can I
So-
find the first album that you put out? Where can-
First album is it's every platform: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer, These Nuts. Like it's on everything.
Oh, I haven't heard of that platform yet. I gotta download it.
Oh, dude, it's a good one. It's on Instagram Music. Like, use it for your story. Post a highlight of you dunking on somebody to distance or something. I don't know.
Word.
So,
I can
yeah.
do that.
That's valid.
It is valid for sure.
So, Z, tell us a little bit more about why you got into music. You know what I'm saying? Like, what outside of just influences and stuff like that, like, what led you down this path that you are now currently on as an artist?
Honestly, like
Acquired up.
like I was like extremely good at freestyling, and I was extremely good at writing up until like I wasn't. So then, just, you feel me? Started freestyling and just singing, and I never really took it serious. But lately, people have been telling me to take it serious, so that's just what I'm doing
All right, fair enough. And what year would you say you started? What year did you started that?
this year.
This year, 2022. Fair enough. What were you doing during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, I was just making money, honestly.
Oh, you had an essential job, like you were still working the whole time? Because that was me. I was working the whole time during the pandemic. Like, people talking about being locked up and shit. Like, I never stopped working whenever it was COVID.
I was
So,
just delivering pizzas, bro.
I was working at fucking Dunkin' Donuts, bro. And like I couldn't do shows because like as a comedian you kind of like need an audience for that shit to work. So like we couldn't gather nowhere. You know, Walmart stopped being 24 hours. Y'all remember back when that shit was 24 hours?
Yeah.
Like it seems like such
Yeah.
a distant memory now, but it's like goddamn. Like I remember some of the best times I had was being high as shit at a Walmart at like fucking 4 a.m. Like,
4 in
Dude,
the
me
morning.
me and Anna will go to Walmart at like 11, like 10:30, 11, and just do nothing. Like you ever seen the game 7 where they bounce a ball,
Yeah.
and in a distance, like they'll do it on a table with ping pong balls. You have to go all the way up to the number 7. So like, say me and you were playing, one bounce, 2 bounces, 3 bounces, 4 bounces. Like you gotta go all the way up to 7 and then back down. Me and Anna took a lacrosse ball in the middle of Walmart in an aisle at like 10:45, and we're just like 1. We were at that bitch for 25 minutes until we got it, and we finally did, and it was so funny. Yeah, we'd be wreaking havoc in Walmart.
I remember I used to
it's
wreak
good
havoc
for.
Sometimes.
That's what it's good for.
Oh yeah, I remember rascal racing with my buddies like whenever we used to go to Walmart and shit. But it was a different time, man, because I feel like nowadays obviously like when you look at like stuff that and how the world has changed, you know what I'm saying? Like we got more online jobs, more people who are trying to work from home and do a whole bunch of different stuff. But we got like a surge of brand new musicians that have come out of like just everywhere since the lockdown, you know what I mean? Just trying to let people just discovering that they either were musically inclined or how much they actually enjoy doing music, or they've just been doing it for a minute but never took it serious.
And people
type
just
stuff.
like be bored and they just come up with something and they're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah, for
shit.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you have all this time on your hands and you're like, let me just try this.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's whenever I also think that people like the music industry kind of it didn't really take a hiatus for real, because that's when more music was being produced than anything else, because that's what the fuck else are you gonna do at home besides sit and use the studio type shit, right? But like of all the people, especially the celebrities, you know what I'm saying, that we lost over the years and stuff, we got a whole bunch of other weird stuff going on in the music community now, where everyone's just too concerned about what everybody else got going on. Like, did you see all those
Kanye
people?
be wilder.
Well, outside of that, you see all those people who are basically about to get subpoenaed for fucking Triple X's like murder trial as if they
Oh,
were
dude.
involved. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I need to know anybody who ever could have possibly instigated rap beef with this man before he was shot. And it's like, who the fuck, like, really? It's like, it's not like a who the fuck cares situation. It's just more like, how the fuck are you going to get that amount of evidence to get this many people to try and testify? When half of them probably really didn't even fuck with him all like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I think the most famous one was like Drake or whatever.
Yeah, Drake,
Yeah,
Quavo,
Drake was-
Offset, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Joe Budden. That's crazy.
It's like, and he was beefing with all these people for what exactly? Like, they just didn't like the mumble rap? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers just wasn't feeling
I
it.
wouldn't say X was mumble at all.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
maybe
He
people just
could
wasn't
be,
feeling
but
it.
I think X was like Drake is understandable. I think Drake is low key kind of sus in the situation. He's made it that way too. Like he knows what he's doing.
Oh, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Like,
He speaks on that all the time.
You
Did y'all
know,
see
like,
that
he
video where like it was like a comet coming down and it was this dude that looked like X and then the comet hit X?
What,
Oh, yeah,
like a
was it-
meteor?
It was a meteor actually, and
Yeah.
it was in Drake's video. It was like at the beginning of Drake's video.
I mean, I feel like that. See, again, like when people come to do
That
that,
type
type
of
of
shit, and then when-
subliminal shit, I can understand why.
yeah,
people
and then when
might
he
think,
like what he said in his his latest album.
yeah, that
And he
shit.
said he put out like the Roman numerals for like XXX because he said like 10, and then he said 5 and 5, which is another 10, and then he said something else which made 10 again, and then he said if he held his tongue on that live, he'd be alive again, right?
See, okay, so again, it's very subliminal, but everybody knows what the fuck he's talking about. But my whole
Yeah.
thing about it is, do we know if this is actual beef coming from somebody speaking on a dead nigga, or do we just get like, hey, his publicist is like, hey, you should say some shit that's gonna re-spark this because it's trending. It's a trending topic
I
right
think,
now. You know
like I
what
said,
I'm
I
saying?
think Drake is reasonable. Quavo and Takeoff, or Quavo
doesn't even
and
make
Offset,
sense.
and
I
all
don't even
them.
think
I
they're
haven't heard.
affiliated.
I haven't even heard of them. Like
I don't think they
nothing
were
with
affiliated for real, and even
Yeah.
if they
Well, it's
were,
just like every person that he's like mentioned is all of a sudden suspect.
that's what I'm
because,
saying. Every
it's,
person
like,
that
now he's
X
trending again,
possibly
like-
could have had beef with, like, that's my whole thing about it. It's like, if it's a trending topic, like, obviously you want to attack it as of right now, but it's just like, I
It's
don't.
like, oh, he mentioned him on one track for like 2 seconds. That guy must have killed him or some shit. Like,
Right, like, what evidence is that the only evidence we have to subpoena these people? Because if so, I'll be surprised if half these niggas don't even show up to court. It's like, what? It's like, you were on trial for
You
the
know how
murder
funny
of-
it's gonna be
yeah,
to
cool.
see all those people in court.
Right, dude.
Takashi and that bitch, like just the biggest rat in history.
Oh, dude, no.
He just
Next to
said
Gunna, Gunna just comes
Yep.
up and goes like, I did it.
Put me back in jail.
You know what I'm saying?
I was already here. Fuck, I'll take the rap.
Speaking of which, y'all hear about the Young Thug shit going on with Gunna and the Rico case and all that? Like,
Yeah,
I've
people-
heard a little bit.
what do y'all? Okay, let me ask Z real quick. What is your opinion on Gunna? And like, do you think he actually snitched on him? Do you think he pulled drop dime on Big Bro? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't feel like he snitched on him. I feel like he just gave him the evidence that he needed to give him.
See, but that's
So
the
that he
thing. Like,
could
does
get
that now does that count as snitching if the evidence is involved in a case that involves multiple other people who may or may not have been involved? With
But
some-
then again,
you know what I'm
it
saying?
depends on like, basically, it depends on the situation. Because they had like conversations before this, like, okay, if this happens, then you can do this. Like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes because they rich. You feel me?
Yeah. But that's what doesn't make a lot of sense to me is that it's just like, as rich as these niggas are, it's like when you look at the evidence as to what was over his head and how much time he did serve before getting out, you have the entire rap community in an uproar about the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like, he's snitching on Big Bro. And I understand there's a cardinal rule against that shit, especially when it comes to just, now I won't say the music industry, but just, you know what I'm saying, just shit in general, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to just like hood politics. But again, this is the music industry, which is ran by a lot of people who most likely don't understand hood politics. And the part of it that is ran by those folks, they're the ones that, you know, probably like Whack 100 and them, like, they got a lot of shit to say about it, which is fine. But does that mean that, now he's not going to make no more music, or now he has to go back to jail, or some stupid shit like that? Like, my
Hey,
whole
Jan. I see your
what are
ass
you
in the
gonna do?
comments, Jan.
thing is, like, what is he actually going to
He
do?
over here calling me Agent Zero. He being a dickhead. I see you in these comments, Yanko. You ain't slick, motherfucker. You and your respiratory infection ass.
Well, it's the only gift he ever gave him.
So they claim that I caused this entire like,
The outbreak.
infection from eating too much ass, and I feel like that's some bullshit.
I mean, we told you about the side
And
effects
I
of eating
mean,
ass, so
like,
now here we are.
we learned recently that whole thing was like a farce, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that is true. He doesn't eat as much ass as we thought he did.
Not as much ass, but I mean,
But you still eat ass?
for real, yeah.
Oh, hell no.
See, but that's the thing.
You don't eat ass?
Hell no. What is he on, bro?
That's what
I'm always on it.
we tried to figure that out, but here's the thing: like, we don't know, because according to Anna, it's not as often as he claims. But she's the only other person who would know. But you know what I'm saying,
But I'm a menace.
that is fair. He do be a menace, but
Listen.
I don't know. I feel like I need a chart of how much ass you've eaten this year in order for me to get an accurate description.
That bro, the FBI has that information. That's classified shit.
Shit classified.
Oh my gosh.
But they do have. There's a bar graph. It started. They got the fucking charts up and down and shit. It is a thing. It's just I don't got it in my
It's like a
possession.
flow chart.
Yep.
They got
Eating ass flow chart.
We actually got it in all different types of the graph. We have a pie chart version of it and shit. We got all different types of like which races of asses I've eaten. Like
Damn, that's a
Yeah.
lot of statistics.
That's a
bro.
lot of
that's a lot of
subcategorizing.
statistics.
Oh,
But this is
no.
a serious topic 'cause I knew I was gonna face my critics one day. I didn't know it's your own people though. You know,
It be like
Be
that
your own
sometimes.
Be your own people. Fuck.
You got to put that on the back of one of your albums. It's just one of the ass eating pie charts. It's just like
You-
it's
For
three
real.
different graphs.
you
that all
gave
say the same
you
shit.
gave Judith our podcast stuff. She's gonna see some of this.
Judith, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. I'm trying my best. That's why I was at church on Monday, Judith. I'm sorry. You thought I was recording a music video. I was just in there repenting the whole
was just
time, Judith.
praying.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better, man.
It's like, Lord, forgive me for
Jan said
having.
you're a sleeper agent on the inside. Took down the whole squad.
For real.
Took
Yeah,
him
I'm
down.
glad I got sick like a month ago.
Oh yeah,
It
you
was like a
you
week-
avoided it,
It
bro.
was like a
you-
week up before I went to Florida. I was the only one, and then I come back and it's like people are knocking out like flies. Like
Here's
Right.
my thing too. I didn't have what y'all had. Like I had
Yeah.
a fever and some like fogginess, and I was a little like off, but I was still able to work, and I wasn't waking up like in the middle of the night like sweating. So
Oh,
y'all
no.
just some
fucking-
bitches or something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what the hell it
Blaming
was,
me,
but
blaming the young one, blaming the white one.
No, I mean like everyone else. Everyone else is also sick.
Bring that into it, buddy.
acting like you are like a part of the group, acting like there's not like seven.
It's like,
other
hey,
white
whoa!
guys,
It's like, whoa! I resemble that remark, sir.
acting like there isn't 7 other white guys in the group.
I really do believe it's just me and Charlie here.
It is. It's literally.
It's just me. And
Y'all gotta hold it down.
we have to, bro, for the culture. But
Charlie's always like in another room. Anytime we say there's something, he's like, man, that's racist.
literally, it's like
I'm
it's
like,
like he's
Ty
got a
said
sense
it.
for it.
I'm like, Ty
You
said
can
it.
say that Charlie's hoodie is black, and he'd be like, "That's racist." I'm like, you have a black hoodie on.
I was like, I'm just stating facts, bro. But
We were joking around the one day we went to Wendy's, and we were joking around saying that Tyler was driving, Tyler Watkins, and then I was in the passenger seat. And we were joking around saying that if we got pulled over because Tyler did a UE, that the cop would open the back door where Charlie was sitting. He would come to the back door first.
bro, that's actually happened to me before. I got pulled over. I wasn't driving at all. I was in the back seat with the dude.
Pause.
Don't pause.
Wait, what?
Pause that.
It's like, listen, I'm gonna tell you that story later. But so I'm in the back seat and we get pulled over, and it's me, a dude sitting right next to me, and the guy who's driving, and he wasn't inebriated whatsoever, but we were on our way to get alcohol. Right? That's where we were
You were
going.
on your way to get inebriated.
Yeah, we were on our way to get alcohol. You know what I'm saying? We were going up Lincoln Way, on our way to the fucking Speedway over there by Taco Bell and whatnot.
Yep.
We get stopped, and of course, they're going through the whole rigmarole, blah, 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 ask everybody's name, yada, yada. And again, always cooperate with cops if you don't have anything going on. Like, if you ain't did no shit wrong, don't act like you did some shit wrong. Just fucking,
Even if
you
you
know what I'm saying?
do, 90% of the time it goes down a hell of a lot better. If you
Exactly, if you're just not a dick about it. So it's just like, they're taking our information down or whatever. And the dude sitting next to me happened to have been eating a slice of pizza that he brought from home, right?
Uh-huh.
The officer, for some reason, felt it necessary to ask the homeboy. It's just like, so, like, if you guys are on your way to get beer and you just left home, like, where'd you get that pizza? And he's like, I brought it from home, officer. I lean forward to look directly into the officer's flashlight. And I'm just like, listen, officer, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
What did he say?
He's like,
He
"Listen,
looked at
I'm a
me, he blinked
comedian."
twice, and goes like, I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle.
That is cat.
Hell yeah.
You're like, look, I'm a comedian.
No,
Come on,
dude.
dude.
threw me up against the car, put the
You set up
handcuffs
the
on.
perfect joke.
Exactly. I
You
was
threw
like,
me
totally
alive. Come on,
I was
cop.
like, it was worth it. Totally worth it.
That is an amazing. Like that needs to be. Is that?
Oh
your
yeah,
stand-up
I tell
routine?
that. I
Okay,
tell
all
that
right.
sometimes. It was
That's a
funny as
great-
fuck because I didn't think it was actually gonna happen. He didn't arrest me for saying the joke. It sounded like he did, but no. It turns out I had an issue with my taxes. I had no fucking idea about. So when he ran my name, he was like, "I need you to
They
step
get
out of
your
the car."
tax stuff in there.
No, dude, for real. Like
What?
anytime you give your cap, they can. I had owed the city of Canton like a couple, like 100 in taxes because I misfiled them for a couple
Oh,
years.
man.
But now that I took care of it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. But I didn't know about it for a
Yeah.
while because I like moved
So now
houses
you
a bunch.
rocking with that fucking DiGiorno.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm rocking with that
Heavy.
shit because it was just like I thought that's,
Sponsor us, DiGiorno.
that's
Yeah.
why they arrested me at first. I'm like, damn, I'm really getting arrested over a joke. They're like, nah, dude, tax evasion. I'm like, oh, I get it.
You're like,
Classic.
I got Capone.
I
They got me.
Yep.
somebody
got
at my table when I was serving the other day was like, "You don't even only have to claim like this percentage." I'm like, "The IRS can carry guns now, ma'am." Like they are making this shit. I'm like, they're slowly taking away mine and slowly giving them to the people who run the tax shit. I'm like, I'm gonna claim everything. It's like until you find me on a yacht and I don't associate
bro,
with no
I ain't
country.
never made
And, like,
no
you have a
under the
whole
table money.
team. Until you have a team of people running your taxes. You're
Right.
like,
I'm, like, I'm gonna claim
Yeah.
everything
Dude,
because you know that Olive Garden. He works at Olive Garden with me.
yeah.
So he ends up getting some of the same bullshit I do. The funniest thing with this man is his baby voice that he gives his tables is so funny. He knows it. His fake server voice is the funniest shit I've heard. Like you wouldn't even
Is
think
it like
it's
the
him.
white voice
Wait,
that we
Shake,
gotta
what-
use for telemarketing?
What's your certain voice?
I don't really have
here
one.
one time for the one
Yeah.
time.
Oh, there.
Hello, thank you for coming to Olive Garden. My name is Zontius, and I'll be taking care of you today.
He like
You sound like my mom
Okay.
when she answers the phone to white folks.
so he just asked me what mine. I really don't have one. I'll be like more formal, but I won't try to like fix my voice or like
Yeah.
change it. We were on a party the one time. We had it was like a 12 top or some shit. We was on
Yeah.
a big party together, and we made some bang. We made 32 each off this fucking.
Because
party.
of my voice.
Yeah. But what was funny is because like I was like the leader, I was like leading the party, and then he was like my backup man, getting like little shit, checking on refills and stuff. And it's just hilarious because I'm like very straightforward because I've gotten bullshitted by people in the service industry so many times that I'm like I'm done. Like you can be respectfully short with people, right?
Yeah.
But we have so much never-ending shit and so much like promotion that everybody thinks they can just get free shit. I'm like, no, I'm done with people walking over me. So when it's 14 people and 6 of them think they can get away with shit, I'm like, no, we ain't playing that. So I'm like kind of straightforward. And when there's 14, like when it's a family, like a big ass family, you have to be kind of like dominant vocally.
Yeah.
Because it's like
They'll
control. It's like controlling a class.
full-blown conversations while you're trying.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
controlling a fucking kindergarten class half the time. So I'm like,
You're like,
hey,
clap-
who got this food? And
clap
who did
3
this?
times.
And I'm just like, I'm making sure everybody's getting their shit right. And I just hear him in the background like, man, would you like cheese on this shrimp Alfredo? It was so cash, bro. He's sitting there and there's an old lady and he like, man, can I put some cheese on this? It's just so funny, bro. And it's cash because like me and him will be in the back, like in the alley. And we just be laughing, joking, being wild. And then like I'll walk past him with his tables and it's like a whole different human being. He's like, ma'am, can I grab you a beverage today? It is so fucking cash.
You kind of have to, bro. Like, I'm
No,
a
he has the highest tip percentage in that bitch.
See, that's because
works.
manners make the man. You feel me? Like I'll be at work. I really don't do much, but it's just I'll be at work. Anytime I have to talk to people, it's always just like, hey, you need some help today? And they're like, no, not really. It's like, all right, cool. If you do, please don't hesitate to give me a holler. You feel me? It's like I don't even mean that shit. It's like, I don't want you. It's like I don't want you to talk to me at all, actually. But
Dude, as a patron of the Olive Garden,
Yep.
one of my favorite things is to see just how long, like to push it to the ultimate limit when you're doing the cheese thing.
see how long
They're like, just tell me.
Y'all
when to
just
stop.
assholes. It's not. Listen.
you just stare at him.
But I really love a lot
I
of
put a mountain of cheese on that motherfucker.
Facts. And I'm not. And
I
I'm
love
probably
it.
speaking with him. I'm speaking for him when I say this. Probably, it's not that my arm hurts ever because I'm used to it. It's fucking great and cheese. It ain't the hardest shit in the world. It's the fact that I got other tables to get to, bitch. I can't spend 4 minutes grading your damn cheese. I just got sat at 6 top and they pissed and I haven't even walked over there yet.
I was like, but the cheese, bro.
Fucking, you know how many times I've set a grater on the table? I literally set a grater on the table for people. I'm like, here, I gotta go do shit. I'll see you in 5.
And my wife hates it because I like watch her. I like look at her and just she's looking at me like, why are you doing this? But I'm like, they're like, tell me when to stop. And I'm just like, look at Betsy, and she's like, you gotta tell him to stop.
I stop when I feel like that.
Like, you gotta tell him.
They're like, is that enough? And I'm like, can I get just like a little bit more? Sorry. I'm probably the worst like customer.
I stop whenever
I
I
tip well
feel
though.
like
I try to tip well, you know.
I stop when I feel like
They
stop.
got $40 worth of cheese, man.
Because of
But I
people,
like
because
it
of people like you.
because I get the chicken and gnocchi, and you need you get so much cheese in that thing. Oh, man.
Zach said, manners
so
make the
good.
man, but cheese makes the food.
That's true. Man,
It does.
That's my
That is
stepbrother.
You're
facts.
wrong about
See,
that.
is facts.
you gotta
Facts.
maintain eye contact the whole time. Just say.
Just
No, I
stare
be
him
looking
down.
I look at the dish the whole time. I make sure I get that bitch covered nicely.
You're like,
I mean
look,
that bitch like Gordon Ramsay.
you're like, at this point, there is more cheese than this entree.
It's like, do you want an
I've had that
entree with
before.
your cheese, sir?
I've actually asked somebody that before because the guy literally he told me he was hilarious though. He was fucking cool as shit. It was like him and like his parents or something, and he was like an older, and you could tell he had like something wrong with him, like like some type of disability. It was nothing serious, but you could tell like I think he like probably still lived with his parents, and he was like in his 30s or 40s. But he was super fucking funny, and he was hilarious. Like he's like which kind of amaretto do you have? I was like, I don't know, like the brand, but I can go ask the bartender. And so I asked our bartender, and he didn't like the kind that we had. And he's like, bro, tell Betsy, the bartender. He's like, tell her to get her ass over here. I want to talk to her. Like, she has fucking control in the situation. Like, he was just hilarious.
Like, could you make me a better amaretto, please? Make this better.
Like, come on.
Like, get a new brand. Like, order a new brand. I'm like, but he was
right
he ended up tipping me like $35, but he literally told me, he's like, bring out like 4 blocks of cheese when you bring my food. And he went through all like 3 blocks that I brought.
Dude,
like,
this boy got a colon problem. That's
bro, this motherfucker, like, the plate was like this, and the cheese was like up to here. I was like, come on, bro.
I got
$35.
Speaking of Olive Garden, I got a question. When you guys do that like little tiny like sample of wine, sometimes.
Yeah.
How often do people get more wine after that?
You can only do, what is it, 3 samples?
Or like, how many people
like buy the wine?
like they're like, ooh.
I've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
So they try it and they immediately are just like, oh, let me get some more of that.
I've only gotten, no, you can only do like 2 samples, and then to avoid that problem for assholes, you know. And then I've only had a sample happen once, and I'm pretty sure she ended up buying like the wine. Like she ended up getting like a glass.
So that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
I don't know about you though. You got any stories with that? That don't happen as much as you would
really
think.
don't sample like with me. Like
no, it don't happen.
A whole bottle of wine.
And like my thing is, you wouldn't think. I think that our quality has gone down, at least around here, because there's so many restaurants around here that people are used to having these restaurants. So people perceive them as more casual than others. Like when we get people who come from like New Philly or Dover or like Bolivar and like this like southern areas. Yeah. When they come up here and they make the trip to Belden and they go shopping all day, they'll tip better. They'll get more shit because like it's more of like a luxury. And even like my family lives in my family lived in Massillon, so like my dad would always say like, if you're gonna go out to Belden, he like almost made me like scared of it. He's like, bro, he's like, if you're gonna go out to Belden on a Friday, he's like, you better get your shit in and spend some money, and you better expect to wait an hour for your food. But whereas people from Canton are like used to it, so like
that's fair.
It depends because like it's very rare that you have like a wine and dine and people just chill. It is nice when you have it though. But there is a lot of people just coming in demanding shit, thinking that they have fucking McDonald's. Like, I've had somebody be like, "Can I get a large Coke?" I'm like, "Bro, all of our glasses are the same size."
You'll get endless refills, man.
See, that's my thing about it. Though. Like, I don't know, because I've worked in the food and just regular service industry or whatever. Like, I guess I have a lot of people who have worked it must have a different feeling about it, because it's one of those things to where like I, as an adult, want good service. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a restaurant, I didn't care about that shit when I was a kid. Yeah. But as an adult now, I actually want good service. So it's just like I'll rarely get pissed off if my food comes late just because I'm getting it like period or whatever. Because I'm the type of nigga like I'll end up doing something and my food might end up getting cold just because of my own fucking actions because I didn't eat it immediately. So even if I'm starving, I'll still probably wait a second to eat whatever the fuck I just got. But with that being said, I've seen people like flip out for absolutely no reason for the littlest things at certain restaurants.
Happens all the time.
And it was like, I think when I worked at, I want to say it was Texas Roadhouse. I was working at Texas Roadhouse. Funniest shit I ever heard, and I don't think it was like meant to come off this way. It was a dude who also, same description, probably lived with his parents, stuff like that. Didn't really know any better. There was this girl, she was a bit heftier, that was working there as a server. And it took a minute to get the food out, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking it was like some sort of like street tacos or something, but we had a bunch of orders, you know what I'm saying? And it's Belden, like you said, very busy. Yeah. So it took a minute. And this dude, I don't think he was trying to be rude. She walks up and goes like, "Hey, I'm sorry about you guys' wait. Here's your food." And without missing a beat, apparently, homeboy looked her dead in the face and goes like, "No, I'm sorry about your wait." And I'm just like, I'm just like, yo. Damn. You know what I mean? It's just
Oh my god.
So it's just like when you gotta deal with shit like that, like y'all are made. I think you guys are made of some tougher stuff for real, because it's just like to willingly work in the service industry.
Yeah, what's your horror story?
Couldn't do it.
Bro, I got one today, bro.
Let's hear it.
In, bro.
Hours ago.
Like I swear, just hours ago. Like she came in, I just got there, right? 5 minutes go by, somebody tell me I got sap. I go to the table. She's like, "Oh, you got molasses, don't you?" I didn't even pay no mind. So I'm like, "Do you want a Bellini?" And before I even got Bellini peach tea out, she's like, "No, we just want water with lemon." Instantly rude. I'm like, "All right." All right. So I go get their waters with lemon. I take their order, go back, get their order, get it out to them. I go back, you feel me? Because I got all their food out there. 2 minutes after that, one of my coworkers come up and tell me, "Oh, your table needs you." I go back up to them. They ate all their soup in like 2-3 minutes.
That's the worst shit.
Damn.
And I'm like, "All right, I'll go get you some more soups." You feel me? They was instantly belligerent about it. So I go back to get their soups. I tray up the soups. I'm about to walk out, and my manager comes up and tells me, "Oh, they're telling me that you taking too long to get out there with their soups." Bro, their soups is right here. What do you mean I'm taking too long?
They finished them in 2 bites.
Exactly.
They inhaled that shit.
Gluttony's a sin, ho.
It was like when you weren't looking, they pulled out a straw and ate.
Yeah, they just went.
saying,
They
like-
went SpongeBob. Like,
It was wild. Then I had
That was
this
an
one
episode,
shorty.
right?
She got mad at me over one pepperoni.
Like
was-
being out of place
Over
on the
one
pizza.
pepperoni,
Like,
bro. Like it was like,
And the pizzas are only for the little kids.
yeah,
oh yeah.
so she got a little kid's pizza and was upset about the pepperoni placement.
yes,
How did you deal with that?
bro. I had to go home that day. I was not,
You're like,
I was
listen,
not dealing with
you're like,
it,
I'm
bro. I
under
did
the
not have the
weather.
time nor the patience to deal with
It's
that.
so funny when, not funny because we've all been there, but it's hella funny when you get the shitty one because you try to be so overly nice to him.
Yeah.
And then you get the shitty ones, and he'll be in the back like, "Shank, bro, I'm fucking fired up, Shank." And he'd be like, "This
You, like,
motherfucker
you
turn
punched the
red."
wall a couple times.
He'd do his face as cat. He'd be like, "Motherfucker, I'm tired of this bitch. They wildin'."
Hey, sometimes it be that way, bro. It's
Yeah.
literally like it's just
Dude,
wild.
I used to work at so when the Crush House at Gervasi opened up, like first opened up, I worked there, and it was the like we would get, it was like the like mid level, like they have the bistro, which is like for like people that have pretty good paychecks
Yeah.
regularly. But then the Crush House opened up. It was like you can get a meal for like $12-14.
Not bad.
And so it was like the cheaper option. And so people started coming and like they would make all these demands and stuff. And like they would want food from the bistro. And we're like, look, we got a different menu. And like certain people would get their way because they were like, I demand this. And we're like,
That's the worst part.
it's the
too,
worst.
bro.
Yeah. Like when people come in.
our
and-
managers roll over to people who are blatant assholes, it's the most frustrating thing. Because there ain't no win there. Now
Yeah.
they can just get away with this shit.
Yeah, for real. And then you look like an idiot for telling them that they couldn't have got the thing that they were just fucking bitched about for a half
Yeah.
hour that they finally got. You feel me? It's like, all right, cool. So you mean I've been wrong this whole time? Well, I've been arguing with this motherfucker. who you
And
just
I'm not
gave
even
shit to.
wrong. You're just rolling over. You just
Exactly.
bending over, lubed up and all, fucking cheek spread, because you ain't got no backbone.
Because you don't like
you're
getting
a
yelled at.
bitch.
Because you don't like getting yelled at. That's the only issue.
You wear the manager badge for a reason, you motherfucker. Get out here and get active.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm as a customer to frequent restaurants. Like, sometimes the customer is wrong. Like, I ain't
Yeah.
even gonna cap. Like, it's like sometimes we do be on, like,
That
be on
was-
some shit.
Like we had I had one manager when I worked at Starbucks, and she believed in that. She was like, the customer is not always right, and it was awesome sometimes. Like, cause she'd come out and she was a fiery redhead like me, except more fiery. And she would just tell them off. She was like, "There's so many other Starbucks in this like 30-mile radius.
Like, if you don't like this
Go to
one, please
of
go
those."
upstairs.
And we're like, "Damn, all right." And then we had one manager who would like roll over at everything. We had this one patron every single day, or every other day. Like she would come in, and we would make her drink perfectly. She would have her favorite barista make it, and then she would call corporate. They would call us. And she would get like several different free drinks, and it was just like every day. And we're like, no matter what we do, we can't please this person.
That's a store ban if you ask
Yeah,
me. It's like, you just ain't allowed back in here.
It was frustrating.
Which I think, again, do restaurants have the ability to do that if they
Yeah.
want to? Can they
Yeah.
ban somebody if they feel like it?
Yeah,
Like,
you can.
I feel
We
like
had
what grounds
somebody
is that?
who he only wanted to goes, and he wanted chicken gnocchi soup without the chicken or gnocchi.
so just
So just
So you
soup,
had to
just
filter
broth?
out. You had to filter out the broth. You had to filter out everything.
So you just
And
want
then
broth.
he wanted like some other weird shit, and he always complained every time. He claimed that they did it wrong every time, and then would always do the same shit, call corporate, call HR, and get people yelled at and whatever. And then he called Nikki, our manager, a cunt and a couple other words that I don't like to say.
swear right now.
I swear, his name's Mark. Yeah, he literally goes around the restaurants and does shit like that.
That's
Like
wild.
for some reason, people's lives like some people do that shit just for fun. I'm like, you guys are there's a special place in hell.
yeah,
Like,
it's like the sixth ring of hell.
For y'all who think that you're freaking restaurant reviewers.
and yeah,
This
so
is-
because he said that to our manager, like he got banned.
Yeah.
And next time that he ordered to goes, he had to have his significant other.
You know what happens in hell to those people? They sit and there's no server. Like, they're just stuck. They're
They never
stuck
get
in a
their food.
restaurant.
The Infinite is in a black, like it's just black. There's no lights, no nothing.
Do they even get to place their order?
You're just sitting there. You look at the menu and everything looks amazing, but nobody ever comes
Can't
to
get
your
a
table.
beverage. Can't get
There's no one to complain to.
The worst part is you walk up and try and walk out the restaurant. As soon as you open the exit door, it just leads into another room of the
Yeah,
restaurant.
it's just infinite. Just you're just
Yeah.
fucking sitting there.
My stepbrother said, "How many people have you caught stealing breadsticks?"
Does that
No,
actually
because you can
happen?
take them home. So
Yeah.
you,
You
know,
guys
you
can
can't really
take 'em
steal them unless like I've never
So
seen.
you guys
somebody
don't. You guys don't really mind if someone's like, "Can I just get some breadsticks?" to,
No,
like,
yeah.
take
It
'em
well, it depends on how cool they are
Yeah.
and how busy I am. Like if I'm not busy, I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I give
But-
hella breadsticks because they give me hella money for that shit.
Yeah,
There you
no,
go.
yeah. It's like
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
They do the same thing over at Texas Roadhouse. Them fucking them cinnamon buns. And
Yeah.
Oh, those things
I'll
are
bring you a
them
whole
Johns.
fucking.
And I think about
I
like
love those
I
cinnamon
try to
buns.
think
Delicious.
about like my family. Like
delicious.
my stepdad
Oh,
would
really
he
strong.
he'd go to Fazoli's and always bring home breadsticks.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm like,
I remember those.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Dude,
like,
that-
yeah, people just want to just go home and take some for their
That-
kids. I
That
can't beat
Fazoli's in Belton Village is the only like constant in that part of.
That's wild. It
Belton
hasn't
Village.
ever gone
It has
anywhere since
never
I've lived here.
It's never become something else. It's always been like as long as I've been alive, basically. That has been a Fazoli's. And I'm like, how many people go to Fazoli's?
But plus that stir fry place in the mall, that's always been there. Just
Yeah.
It ain't gonna go
It
nowhere.
it did got taken out for a little bit.
Yeah. Wait, Stir Fry 88.
But
Yeah, stir
it
fry.
was
Yeah.
renovating for a
Okay.
while
Yeah,
and then
no,
it came back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, I think that's a staple of every fucking restaurant. Is like you gotta have a Chinese food place.
Fair.
Yeah.
You just got to. If it's
Fact.
not in the fucking at least the fucking
In the
lobby
food court.
in the
yeah.
food court, it's just not a good mall.
And that
Nope.
Chick-fil-A. That Chick-fil-A has never gone out of that space.
Bro,
Chick-fil-A
I
is
am
dope. You can get free
so
refills all day.
salty, bro.
Yeah.
They took that All Things Wings place out.
Yeah,
Like,
that was actually pretty
That
good.
was so fire. They had the best wings I've ever had. Like the best sauce. It was so
That was pretty good. That was actually pretty good. Even better than Wingstop because you be smashing some Wingstop.
I do. But their fries are so damn good. I love their fries and the seasoning and that ranch. Man, I
Wingstop. dude.
get thick on some motherfucking Wingstop fries. I get up in that.
He said, I had no idea that was the thing with breadsticks. I've been pretending like it's Mission Impossible to get some breadsticks out.
Don't be that guy, Zach.
Just don't put them in your bag. Just ask for them, right?
I just ask him.
Well,
like,
we have
I'm like, can I just
sleeves.
can I just get like one more like thing of breadsticks?
We
and then,
have sleeves.
And then I'm like, can I
Exactly.
get like one more thing of this chicken gnocchi and I'll eat some of it and then be like, oh, dude. And they usually do.
I'll be like, dude, the other day I had this table I could tell off the rip that they were going to be assholes. So if you watching this, fuck y'all. For real. For real. Anyways, I could tell immediately. And my biggest pet peeve.
And to that lady that was tweaking today, fuck you,
Fuck
shorty.
y'all, yeah. Facts. Talk your shit, Z.
Right.
You me gotta talk my shit, boy.
I don't know about you, but this is with me. My biggest pet peeve is when people sit down and say that they're ready to order. And I'm like, it's a routine thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you keep the routine, like Veterans Day, busy as fuck. We're on a wait from the time we opened to the time that we closed, pretty much. But I never felt busy because I had the same routine and I had the same rotation and it was all smooth, right? But these people sat down and I was kind of busy and they're like, I'm like, my name's Derek. Oh, that don't matter. Can we get drinks and we're ready to order? I'm like, motherfucker, no. If you don't want to go to a drive-thru, go to a drive-thru. This is a sit-down restaurant. You gonna go. You fucking with my pace. Like you're gonna go on my time. My time ain't bad. You're just gonna go on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but they demanded that. So I got their order in. Whatever. They ran me. They wanted 12 refills on shit. They sucked down their soups in 2 minutes like that. You know what I'm saying? Same type of bullshit. They wanted a bunch of to-go shit. They wanted boxes for their entrees. I'm like, okay, cool. Got their to-go shit out for them. We have these $6 take-home entrees that are like pre-made and like they're frozen, and I brought those out to them, and they go, "Hey, last time we were here, we got told these come with breadsticks." I was like, "Nope," like they've never come with breadsticks. There's $6 take-home entrees only. The funniest part is that my manager walked by right when that happened. I was like, "Let's fucking go, my turn, right?
Yeah.
My turn." Because if I let them tell it, I'm wrong.
Right.
But I'm like, "My turn, bitch."
Right.
I turned to Adam. I was like, "These gonna go with breadsticks, right?" And he goes, "Nope." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I can bring you a little sleeve for the ones y'all got, but it's about all I can do for you."
It's like finally.
And I didn't
Got your
say a
ass.
single word. I didn't say. I brought him a sleeve for that breadsticks. I was like, "You guys have a good one." And then I let them cash out on their own. They didn't say nothing else to me. I was like, "Get out of my restaurant, ho."
There's the door.
I'm gonna need the sirens on that. Yeah, bitch. Get out of my restaurant, ho.
Talk that shit, folks. Talk that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Stupid ass. All right, Ty. What else we got on the agenda? You got
Tonight we got. Let's see what else we got on the agenda tonight. Oh, you all hear that new Absol album?
My dad.
I haven't gotten around to it, but he was playing some of it. It was really good.
Yeah,
I think that shit hot, bro. That shit. That's
There's
some
been
pressure.
a lot of good music. Like SZA's been coming out with a sweet album.
Now, for those
I
of you
think
who
it's
don't
dope.
know, could you tell us where you first heard SZA from? Because it's just like the only thing I've heard her from is probably All the Stars. I think that was it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she was on the. Was that the first Black Panther?
That was the first Black
soundtrack?
Panther movie. Yeah,
That
but
was
again, I've never.
She's just been.
Wait,
She's
wait,
been
did-
around for a while.
Did she also do something with Major Lazer? I feel like she also did some shit back in the like some because I've like her name SZA.
Want to say yes?
Like I feel like I've seen that somewhere, but I can't pick her out of a fucking like musical whatever the fuck. If you were to play one of her songs for real, because I don't think I've ever heard. the album.
They had a song called "Fall in Love." Is that anything?
No, not that.
Jared, what you be doing, bro? You be eating ass for real? We don't. We
That's a
don't.
wild question to just ask somebody.
Oh, that's normal around here. We don't be knowing a whole enough. We don't be knowing enough about Jared. All right, this is now turned into the Jared cast.
Oh God.
Jared, you on a deserted island. You got 3 things to take with you. What are
His
they?
ass one of them.
Let's see, a survival kit.
What is that survival kit? That's a basic ass answer, Jared. I need specifics. 3 things. A survival kit. What from fucking Toys R Us? A fake one? Come on, Jared.
Oh, like a fully equipped survival kit. That way I can build like a
Wh-
shelter and all that.
What does that have? What does said survivor kit have in it?
I don't know, like a hatchet, fucking rope,
Okay.
paracord. Fucking
So that's the 3 things right there.
Fire starter.
See, I thought that's a gimmicky ass answer. Because I could be like, oh, I'm
You can get
bringing,
all-
I'm bringing a
3 things.
U-Haul, and the U-Haul's gonna have everything I need in it to live. No, motherfucker, you get
that's the
3
stuff in a survival
items.
kit. That's the stuff in a survival kit. The survival kit's all together.
Okay,
wait,
fine. Survival
does
kit.
it, wait, does it not count as one item? Is a survival kit? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
because there's multiple items inside.
So you
said
can only
survi-
bring one singular item. That's it.
3
Okay,
actual
you know
like.
what? You know what?
the
Fuck
ro-
the survival kit. I'm bringing waterproof matches,
There you go.
All right.
a satellite phone,
There you go.
and a fucking pop-up tent.
There you go. That's 3 good
There you
answers.
go.
'Cause you know what?
All right.
Because all those can come in that survival kit. That's the cheat code answer.
3 days. I got somebody showing up on that satellite phone.
There you
Yeah,
go. Dude,
facts.
the dope thing about the iPhone 14 is that like you can just like you point it at like a satellite, like it'll search for a satellite that's flying through, and you could send out a text message
no
like,
shit.
like look where I'm at.
That's fire.
That's
I'm like
actually
that's
kinda
so
for
dope.
Pretty dope.
It's
That's
so
actually
dope.
kinda
And then the FBI like, I'm gonna just take this real quick.
I bet you still can't find your motherfucking phone if you lose that bitch. 'cause of it.
They'll
Once you
show up
lose
and
All right, Z.
they'll show up and they'll be like,
Deserted
hey,
island,
you
you
didn't pay
got 3
taxes
items.
back in 2018.
You got 3 items on a deserted island, Z. What you taking?
Shit. A flare gun.
All right,
All
there
right,
you go.
that's
That's
a
a
good
good start. That's a good start. You didn't take any weapon, which surprised me.
It's a
Yeah.
deserted island. If you're
deserted
the,
island,
yeah,
yeah.
it's deserted.
But there could be still like life on there. But
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I
that's
guess
fair.
so. And you still could like chop trees with an axe and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, anyways, flare gun.
Flare gun. I really don't know, bro. I want to say a boat.
A boat.
He just having 3 flare guns. He just in that bitch like fucking, he on hella rotation with flare, dual wielding flare guns on that hoe.
I never thought of shit like this. You feel me? I never thought I would have to survive
All
one
right,
day.
Ty.
Some weed first off.
I knew that was gonna be an
Facts.
answer.
Uh,
He's like, I gotta get stoned to
Like,
get
like,
anywhere, honestly.
yeah, like gotta get stoned to deal with the situation.
Facts.
Take the stress off. I thought that was gonna
Take
be
the
a
edge
black
off.
and mild
I
with
should
your
have said
answer.
that.
Yep. I guess a gun. You know what I'm saying? With indeterminate about of bullets, I suppose. Don't know what I'm gonna use that for just yet, but
We'll say
and-
Call of Duty starter gun, a level like amount of bullets. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
we'll go with that.
saying? Yeah.
And
Couple
shit, that
extra
satellite
rounds.
phone actually probably would eliminate the entire problem I'm having currently. So like probably a
Yeah.
satellite.
No,
phone
yeah, that was a
also.
good answer.
That was
You
a
give
great
that
answer.
some
I didn't even
thought.
think about that shit. It's
See, the
just like,
smartest man here when it comes to the situation trying to weasel out with survival kit. Shout out Jared. Shout out Jared.
Yeah.
But
Me?
yeah, that would be me for real.
I wish you bring.
So at the beginning of the pandemic, I thought all hell was gonna break loose and society was gonna collapse. So I made a go bag. So I probably bring that.
Bro, you know what I just fucking realized? I just said weed. I ain't say no papers or no shells. I'm just gonna sit there
Just
with a
the
bag of
plant.
weed and no way to smoke it. I'm
Hey,
just
at
so
least
frustrated.
No, you could grow that shit though. You could
Yeah.
replant.
You take the seeds out and you just
You could
there you go.
replant. You
Oh
could-
yeah, just wait for it to
Yeah.
rain with no shelter.
Hey, and then
So-
the people would come to you because you'd have the biggest weed outcrop in the entire world.
That's true.
But if I had to pick 3 things, like if I couldn't just bring my bag, because it's got like a hatchet and matches.
That's
and,
survival kit 2.0.
Yeah, it's got band-aids, batteries.
Bayonets.
I got a whole lantern in there.
This man was prepped for the
I
apocalypse.
was like, and Betsy was like making fun. She was
That's
like,
a bug out bag.
she's like,
right
look,
there.
yeah, it's literally like she was like, is something like, are you preparing like for the collapse of society? I'm like, hey, look, there's
Hey,
no
look.
toilet paper in the stores. We don't know what's gonna happen. I was like, this could be a
Hold on,
this
let
could
me
be a
explain
movie.
let me explain myself.
I was like, I'm prepared if this happens. Just like
I was
if
like, babe, it's me and you locked in this
yeah,
bitch. Ain't
I
nobody
told her,
can-
I was like, this is in the attic. If you are here and I'm not, you grab this bag. Like, that's the one thing you need.
And then I need you to meet me at this location
Yeah.
specifically.
that was my dad. That was my dad.
But if I had to only pick 3 like individual things,
Yeah.
I have a Bear Grylls hatchet, which has a paracord.
That's
like,
awesome.
And then it's got a fire starter built
That's
into
good.
the paracord, which is pretty dope.
That's a great answer.
It's good. Then I'd probably bring a water filter, because that's like that's important.
That is
Yeah.
important, pretty much.
Because like it's like it's called a life straw. So you can
Yeah, yeah, I
you
know,
can
yeah.
literally dunk this thing into a river and just drink from it, and you're golden.
Yeah.
And it comes with like a little like canteen, so you can put it's pretty dope.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's pretty dope. Yeah. I actually
went
I
and-
used one of those before. It's actually pretty dope. I
Yeah.
didn't drink from this fucking lake like he told me to, but I was
I
just
think
like,
I
you know
got.
what?
I think I got my answers.
Oh, last thing, I bring a tarp, a big ass tarp.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
I bring a machete. I bring some matches, because fire. You need some fire.
Yeah.
And I bring LeBron James, because if LeBron went missing for any more than like 10 hours,
be,
people would be very fucking concerned.
That's
Yeah.
true.
The whole
that's a
world
good
would be
way.
How
looking
gonna
at me.
find them though, because you on a deserted island. How is they gonna find you?
Dude,
Do you think they got a way to track these celebrities, bro?
People give a lot more of a fuck about LeBron than they do me. So if LeBron go missing for more than a day, and everyone's like, "Where the fuck did LeBron go?" They go send everything.
All
to
right, this
find
is
him.
day 3 of the
They're not-
planetary
they're
search for
pretty
LeBron James. We have yet to find him.
But
They gonna be like, "Wait, do you know this kid?" I'm be like, "No, but we both ended up here."
Be like, he's just a boy from Akron.
Yeah, I'm from Massillon.
Be like, hey, look,
Two Ohio boys.
Two Ohio boys lost in the woods.
Yeah, we just
It
sit on
happens.
this island.
it's an Ohio rite of passage, actually.
We could just chill and talk, and it'd go by a lot quicker if I had LeBron there with me.
Oh,
we
for
just
sure,
chill.
dude.
So-
Dude.
I don't even really, like LeBron like that, but trust me, a lot of people do, and they're gonna go looking for him.
Oh, believe me, Cleveland's entire economy is based off of LeBron. They
Yeah.
go missing for more than a couple days.
It's like Jesus and like LeBron once you hit Ohio,
for real.
I mean, they're both.
and then
kings.
like
that
Southern
order.
Ohio's like Joe Burrow, and like Jesus is like
Joe Burrow.
Steve Misny's in there between somebody.
Yeah,
Steve
and then-
Misny's
no,
up in there.
or
We were
Tim
just talking about
Misny.
that.
Tim Misny, yeah.
Tim Misny.
We were just talking about that earlier.
Man, what a guy. We need to get Tim Misny on the
Oh, that'd
podcast.
be so fucking sick.
Tim
That'd
Misny
be
needs to get
freaking
himself
amazing.
some bitches.
I think he's married.
Bro, you've
with
been
kids.
saying that all day, folks.
Instead of getting your name on some billboards, you need to get some fucking box, my guy.
No, we was at work the other day. He talked about these people worry about some breadsticks. They need to be worried about some bitches.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Nah, you ain't wrong.
Shank, I feel like you
Hey,
got
you're right.
you got like a bunch of catchphrases. That you
I do,
just-
and I keep them on a constant rotation. I'll have like hot streaks with them.
He's the
So, like,
only
the
one that
past
has
three-
more of them than I do. Like it's.
The
Yeah.
past 3 to 4 weeks has been the bitches spree, but like in another like 3 or 4 weeks, it'd be like pause.
Yeah.
I'll be back on my
Pause.
pause kick. But yeah, that's what makes me like Yanklin and shit. It's different phases of my humor.
Yeah.
He's
Your
got to go
persona.
through it.
Facts.
Oh, spit something about the today, not today's, but I think it's next week's show. We doing
Oh,
in Columbus
yeah.
next
Yeah,
week's
yeah,
show,
yeah.
or is it the week after?
It's
It's about
next
tour
week.
season.
Next week.
Next week.
Yep, it's
Yep,
the
Columbus.
December 29th. It's next Thursday. We're gonna be down in Columbus. I don't know the exact name of the venue. Yeah, I don't know if one of you guys.
I
do.
do not have that.
I don't know if it has a name. I was kind of confused.
Actually, can you pull that up? I think it's
It's
on the
the
flyer.
it's the
Address.
venue.
I think it's on the flyer actually. If you pull that up.
It's the Big Booty Bitches venue. No, but we got VIP invited us down.
Shout out VIP.
Yeah, shout out her. She always shows great
Peaches.
hospitality.
Yes, we do. We do indeed love freak bitches over here. It's awesome.
We love
She'll
a
be on the
couple freak
podcast
bitches.
next week too.
Yeah.
Is she doing a Zoom call?
I think next Monday.
Is
She'll be
she
on.
coming down or is she doing a Zoom call?
I think just Zoom.
All right, I figured.
But yeah, so she invited us out, and it pretty much is our kickoff to the tour now. So that's fire. Zach Shields is gonna be there. He's fire. I met him in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, excuse me.
We also got Tyler Watkins. He's
Tyler,
awesome.
all of our All Circles guys are gonna be there. So Charlie, Puff, Tyler, me,
Two side.
Two Side. He's coming. He's there.
I
He's
think
on that
so.
show.
I don't think he's on the show, but I think he might be coming.
So like the main core guys that you guys all know and love and see, But then outside of that, like some talent that I know and I've interacted with, like I said, Zach Shields is dope. McNast is coming, I believe.
Yeah, McNast will be there.
McNast and PJ Washington, who's also, he has the same name as the NBA player, so shout out both of them.
Yeah. Nandy B Comedy, the chick who's throwing it, she's a comedian. She will also be performing.
Yep,
there,
she'll be there.
she'll
VIP,
emceeing.
obviously. And
All right, here's the
there's
address.
there's a lot of artists.
Yeah.
It's 2600 South Hamilton Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43232.
Yep,
Check it out.
that
Check
bitch
it
right
out.
there.
Yeah, come on out.
Yes,
Come-
sir. Ski.
come
But
see
yeah,
it.
no, it's gonna be fire. I think it might be the biggest show on the tour.
It's the first one, so I mean, like it will definitely
It
help.
has the potential to be from VIP pulls a good crowd.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
got people from Michigan coming, and some of those people pull a good crowd.
Oh, that's for sure.
And like when I went up and performed in Michigan, there was probably like 400 people at that park.
Yeah, this is
And
dope.
like a lot of it was because it was a park, but at the same time, like the fact that they had as many vendors as they did
Yeah.
and as many artists booked shows how the networking of Feeling Good podcast. Shout out him, JP, how much he does marketing. It's like he's very good at just getting the fucking word out.
Yeah.
And so even if it's out of his like, think about this. We were all at the Cincy show, so open for Twista, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
JP was there, and think about how many people were there.
Yeah.
And then when I went up to Michigan to perform, JP put that one together, and there was double the amount of people. So I'm sitting here thinking like, something's got to be going on. Like he's got to be good at what he does. And so, but Zach Shields is from Cincinnati, and he has I think like 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, that's what's up.
I mean, he constantly is pushing content out. I see what he does. So I mean, if he has a decent following, and closer to the area than we are, I mean, he should pull some people. So, and then Jan was saying he's gonna pull off some marketing tactics and shit. So,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
good at business.
yeah. So we got a lot of people here, and the parties that I know and have experience with have a lot of people themselves. So
Oh yeah, looking forward to making some new affiliations on this tour because you know what I'm saying we're spreading it out a little further this time. So it'll be good to
Spreading them
travel with the
cheeks
crew.
for
You know what I'm saying? We're just going in. It's gonna be awesome.
we spreading them cheeks for
Let me get a round of applause for those cheeks real quick.
yeah, come on, yeah, for them cheeks, for
Thank
them
you, thank
fucking cheeks.
Thank you very
Smash
much.
or pass Betty White while she alive.
Oh no, we don't need that.
Fuck
Smash.
Betty White.
Smash.
You smash?
Nah, it's fine.
Fuck Betty White.
Damn.
Whoa.
What you got against Betty White?
She got a dusty ass coochie.
You know, like he's speaking from experience.
I had to.
You guys want
I had to.
to freestyle a little?
You want to freestyle?
Yeah, we can freestyle.
Toss on some beats, my
Oh
boy.
yeah, go ahead, throw a beat on real quick.
Some Charlie Parker originals.
Let me use the restroom real quick while I do
We
that.
ain't never. I've actually never heard Z freestyle.
All
A
right,
little
come on.
bit, but nothing crazy. What the fuck is these two? It's nothing? These just to nothing? These just don't got no home? I was wondering what that was too the whole time.
Aren't they starting? Let's start this over.
Adam broke it.
Gotta turn it off and on again.
Anyways, while he's figuring out this bullshit, we just released a video last week called "Holding Dreams." The
Go
track's
check
been
it out.
Yeah, the track's been out since July. It's my highest viewed track on my album. But it's me, Master Puff, Charlie Parker. The visuals are great. They're done by Adam, this man
And
right here,
Sam on the gram.
and Samo with the Gramo. But yeah, so that video is going good. We just got another one recorded. Oh, are we good? Never mind. You're okay. I'll promote the rest at the end. Want to kick it off?
Got a gang.
All right. I've never heard this.
I think it's Charlie.
Yeah. I'm at the bread station. I got some bread waiting. I got some hair waiting. I feel I'm levitated. I feel elevated. You know you're fucking with Shangler. Yeah. I'm nice with the shit I be spitting it. Nice with the shit I be killing it. Motherfucker eyes got. Oh, hold on. This shit too fast. All right. Oh shit. I was gonna tell him to just go. Yeah. Hit him with a one, yeah. Hit him with a one, yeah. Hit him with a one, yeah. Bitch, I'm the one. Bitch, I'm the road. Bitch, I'm the. Now we just back on the road with the bros. You know we coming to shows on these hoes. You know I'm nice with the flow on these hoes, yeah. Motherfucking cold and you know it. Oh my god, boy, I've been heroic since the day I came out, been a poet. You know the kid really snapping and shit. I be nuts with the shit. I be sitting like magic and passing shit just like I'm magic. I pass it to my boy like Nash. Pass it to Z. Yo motherfuckers be sleeping. Call that shit triple Z. Yeah, sleeping on me, sleeping on us, sleeping on this, sleep on the team. Motherfuckers, I just be nice with the dream. Got the hook like Kareem, got the hook.
Kid nigga, all my niggas savage. Show your ass by some fucking action. Pull up at your front door, let the Drake spray. Nigga, fuck traffic. Ain't no talking when that chopper get the clapping. Leave your body bouncing like a fucking mattress. Blood nigga said what's poppin'. And I said, what's cracking? The Oma said, ain't no beeping shit, ain't no secret shit. We just money stacking. Call the plug off the trap phone. He like, what you need? And I'ma make it happen. Told bro, I need 10 bricks, about 10 keys. He just sent the package. So coming, knocking at the door. I make it disappear like some fucking magic. Shout out, bro, that's my fucking round 12. Asking questions, nigga, not a sound. Bad bitch from the 330, and I swear to God, she gon' hold it down. Niggas hopping in the water, I'ma flame him up and watch his ass drown. His body, it was never found. Left a nigga body underground. Who's claim they be on the block, but when I pulled up, and they not around. Way on the other side of town, hiding from me, cause I'll knock you down. Whole squad dogs pull a house. Full of hounds, smoke a kush pack by the fucking pound, and I've been the king of this rap shit.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That was dope.
That was yeah, no.
Yeah.
That was fire. Y'all want to do one more and then we'll end it up? We'll end it on that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like it, go.
Alright. I say, trill nigga, I ain't never lying. Getting money and these niggas trying. Semi-automatic, lead them bullets flying. Run up on the squad with the Glock 9. Everybody dying, leave your mama crying. All about the guap, youngers on the grind. My young niggas out here in the field. And these pussy dudes hop behind the blinds. Yeah, young dude, and I'm riding reckless. I'll fuck around and snatch a necklace. Gang, it's the squad, nigga. I don't like it, then you don't respect it. You can catch me in the hood, brick after brick, like I'm playing Tetris. And these pockets fat as an elephant. And some dudes looking anorexic. Flow sick like I throw it up. Like Chief Keef, bitch, I glowed up. 4 ounces, I'ma roll up. All this purple shit got me slowed up. Grip steady, falling out my mind, I'm trying to keep it in. Nigga, hold up. Me and Hunters about 4 cups. Smoke dots, doped up.
Pass it. Nice with the flow bit.
Yeah.
Nice with the flow bit.
Yeah.
Nice with the flow bit.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
with the shit
Yeah.
I just go in. You know I gotta focus. Hocus pocus magically. You know the flow, I snap the beats. You know I trash it. Any motherfucker who can snap this. I'm just nice with the flow like magic. I think I said that like 100 times. Like 150. Got 150 who really fucking with me. You know the kid really nice flow, hella witty. You know motherfucking litty, get litty. On the stage, but they get litty, get plenty. That's just a fact though. Oh, automatic when I rap though. Never been rap slow. Keep it in 100, get a stacks though. Big Bang Shanklin. Nice with the flow when these motherfuckers waiting. Beef in the end, but I don't give a damn. Nice with the flow, you know I'm the man like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hey,
You want to do whack beat challenge?
No, we're not doing
No, we're not doing that shit, Adam.
not doing the
Whack
whack
beat
beat challenge,
challenge.
Adam.
Hey,
All
what's
right,
that?
so we got this is called the whack beat challenge. It's a terrible beat, but
You gotta go. You just gotta go.
Yeah, but you got it.
It's terrible.
Say less.
It's shitty.
I
but
can rap to anything, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
whack beat challenge.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
It's not gonna drop. I just want you to know.
Yeah. Hold on. I remember when I was in my room and just think, I'm trying to turn my mama house coat into a mink. Really though, I'm trying to turn that link into a Brinks. Niggas getting off track, I keep it running like a sink. Cause I never been a lame, and I used to be a lame. I used to sit up in the crib. Niggas never show love, so I got it how I live. Niggas never gave me that, so I found out I could rap. Yeah, niggas swear they been around before since we was kids. Now I got some shorty on my line. Get the brain, never call it back. It go down in the DMs. Nigga, I'll be all in that. Remember it was stack or stars, so I used to starve and stack. I'm just trying to see a million like I'm fucking Bernie Mac. Niggas show fake love, shit. It was hardly that, man. These niggas bitches, they remind me of some Barbie Brad. Got hoes trying to fall in love. I ain't want no part in that. It ain't real love. I just know I spit the hardest raps.
Whack beat challenge.
That was good. That was a good one.
Let's do one more good one. One more good one.
All right, one more good one.
And then we're done.
Trying to get
I gotta get something like do some boom bap shit or something. Okay. Yeah.
Is that what a puff
Yeah.
or is that what a
I think
I'm
it's
just
I
trying
think
to
this is
find my
Charlie.
way
It's
out.
called Noodles.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find my way out. Yeah. I'm just trying to find my. Yeah. Trying to find my way.
Gotta love
I'm just trying to find my way. I'm just trying to find my way out. Yeah, yeah, you should know just what the shame about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, we nice and nasty. Yeah, nice with master pup. Whoa, nice with the flow, I been mastering this shit. Yeah, master this shit. Higher POV, yeah. None of y'all fucking with me. None of y'all been touching me. None of y'all, we just be jumping on beats. We just be jumping on beats. We just be running this shit. I don't give days if you fucking with this or nah. Nice with the flow and I never gonna stop it. I've been on one topic like draft day. Nice with this shit. Talk what that cash say. Yeah. Big bang, hella Shanklin. Nice with the flow, with amazing. Pass it to Z, see what he gon'.
Say free my cousin Sean and my cousin Mike. Nigga, you gon' hold him down? Hell yeah, fucking right. Go off in my family, so I'm never spitting nothing light. Nigga, if you don't know the struggle, man, I swear it ain't nothing nice. Remember when I was broke, thought about selling dope. I was locked out. I was asking God to open up the door. Cause my back against the wall, yeah, my heart was in the snow. I'm feeling cold-hearted, like I had nowhere else to go. But I keep thinking about all these negative things and emotional stress from some irrelevant dreams. I close my eyes, get the plot, and take a second to scheme. I met the love of my life, it was a hell of a dream. Once again, get the plot and street shit. I've been missing my homies putting in work, guess I've been missing the missions. My cousin died in 09. Ever since I've been tripping, my OG telling me about life. Guess she wish I would listen, but this the story of my life. Yeah, and it's missing the page. That shit was death. But I realize I keep skipping that page. Dude from down the street, he been missing for days. He started hanging around them G niggas, gripping them K's.
Ooh.
real nice.
I think that's it, fellas.
Yes, sir, Ski.
All right.
Yeah, yes,
Well,
sir,
dope.
Ski.
All right, let's go around the table. Ty, where can they find you?
You can find me on Ty_the_icon on Snapchat, or you can find me at I Hate the Gram 23 on Instagram. They're gonna pay me to say that one day.
They're gonna pay you.
They're gonna pay me to say that one
They
day.
will.
And then Jared,
You can find me on Facebook.
into the microphone, please.
You can find me on Facebook at Jared Shepard. Obviously, you can find me on Instagram at JShepardParadox, and eventually you'll be able to find me on Twitch at
Hey.
JShepardParadox Gaming.
There you go.
Valid.
After you, Z?
You can find me on Instagram at Jamon_Tech9. You can find me on Snapchat at LastKing_Wheels. You can find me on Facebook at XCVJ.
And Shanklin?
You can find me in the funeral home asking Shorty what her number is. You can find me in the Doonies. No, I'm just fucking with you. You can find me on Shanklin, Ford for the A, 7 for the L. On IG, or just look up Derek Shanklin, my government name.
It's a little hard to type, but that's all
you
right.
can find me on, if you just look up anything All Circles related, I'm probably associated.
Go watch Holding
if you
Dreams.
look up The Dark Knight of Homecoming on anything, any platform, that's me. You can find me just out and about.
You can find him in the club, not drinking the drop.
Nope, you can find me at the sushi restaurant.
You can find him at Wingstop.
You can find him at Wingstop.
You can find me at Wingstop. You can find me. I'm a fat ass.
you
You,
go
can
to-
find me at Wingstop, Wendy's. You can find me at the sushi joint. On my 8th floor sushi.
If you want excellent service and you want to tip very well, go to
you can find me at Olive Garden.
And if you want your ass ate, you can find me. I'm sorry.
Ask for G if you want to get, you feel me, excellent service. Don't ask for Shank.
All right, y'all. We're going to see y'all later.
All Circles Media.
Take it easy.
We'll keep you
Up to date.
We'll keep you up to date. Peace.
Yes, sir, Ski.